Okay, in this task, we're going to work on normalizing the data. So all employees who work in a ski school, a restaurant or hotel in Ellmau, Austria, are to have their details stored in a database. All database field names must be short, meaningful, consistent in style, and contain no spaces or underscores. Using a suitable software, we're going to use these two files, Ellmau and jobs CSV file, and we're going to use this database to create a relational database normalized to the third normal form, and then we have to store that access file into this name. Okay, so let's start to check these two files. I got the first file, which is jobs, and keep it as stored as CSV file. You have the primary key over here and you have its description. The only thing is I changed the name, I removed the spaces, and another thing, there was a space here before job in all of these names, so try to remove those spaces and save it and keep it. And let's go and check the another file. Okay, you're going to notice over here we're having a name which is combined, first name and last name. We're going to separate it by using some formulas, and then we having date of birth, job code, which is a foreign key from the another file, and place of employment. This will be another separate table. This will be one table, this is going to be another table, and that's going to be another third table. So we're going to have up to 4 tables. So let's check over here how we can separate these names first. So I'm going to have 2 columns. I'm going to put a link at the top here. You may refer back to my lesson where I explain in depth about using text or string extracting those methods by using left and right functions, how to extract those text. So first let's get here the first name, and here let's get the last name. Over here I'm going to use the left function. I'm going to use the left function to get the left part of the text. So this is the text, and I'm going to get number of characters is going to depend on this column. I'm going to use the find function to reach to that column within this text, and I'm going to subtract it by 1. So I will remove any extra characters. So I got the first part of the name. Second part, I'm going to use the right function. So for the right function, I'm going to get the whole function and subtract the left part of it. So to get the left part of the function, the whole function, I'm going to use length, which is going to get C2, and then I'm going to subtract the left part of it. The left part is going to be by using the find function. Okay, as you can see, and you can see that there is an extra space at the left. Again, we're going to subtract that extra character. Okay, now we don't need these fields, so we're going to delete it, but there will be an issue that these are depending on that field, so we cannot delete it directly. That's why I have to highlight all of these. So you may use Control Shift and down arrow, Control C, and paste it back again in the same place as value. Now this is just a value, not a formula anymore. So now we can remove this. Okay, so that's going to be the my first table, and then job code, let's remove the spaces, and then place of employment, let's call it employer. Address, if that's gonna be employer address 1 and employer address 2. Let's name this as employment type and this as employer code. Okay, I want you to notice one thing, that this employer code is not connected to this. You may think that this is a shortcut for this, but you may scroll a bit down. So let's have a look, for example, at this. Hotel have so many here formats or short forms. You will notice that SH is more belonging to this one, which is employer field. So that's going to be the primary key of this field, which is more belonging to this one. So for that one, we're going to take it, cut it, and add it over here to know that this is part of this field. This one, we're going to create it with its own field. So let's add another field and let's call it employment type code, which we're going to get a code for it. Let's get the first letter from each of it. So we're going to use left, only one character, and that's going to be in a separate table. Again, this is a formula, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut it and paste it back as a value. Okay, that's going to be a separate in a separate file. So let's copy it, and I'm going to add it here just temporarily. We're going to create it into a separate one. I'm going to call it type, and let's add it over here. As this is a primary key, we're going to remove the duplicates. So let's go to data after highlighting and remove the duplicates. So we got 3 of them. Okay. After that, we need to get the details of the job code where we already have it. Type, that's the second one. Let's get the details of the employer. So we have the employer code, employer address 2, and we're going to need employer type as well. So let's add this one as well. So let's copy it and let's paste it over here. So I got this. That's going to be my primary key. Alright, so what we need to do, we have some repetitions over here. Let's remove it. So remove the duplicates. And let's just make sure that this could be the primary key. So let's highlight over all of them and go to conditional formatting and choose duplicate values. You can see we have 2 rows that are going to be duplicated. So obviously this cannot be a primary key. So what we can do, that one is a restaurant, another is a hotel. So I'm going to add R and another R over here. Okay, this could be an issue for the other details. So I added in employee code. So you can see that in employee code over here, this needs to be connected to another table. So this can create an issue. This one. So we need to add it also here. So you need to check where is the CB as well. So we have CB over here. That's going to be for the R. Another one is going to be for the hotel. We can use also the XLOOKUP to do that, or we can just do it manually. I think XLOOKUP is going to be much faster, but let me just do it quickly now. And we have only 4 or 5 of them, so that's okay. Okay, so we're done. Now we got employer, type, and jobs. What we need is the employee table. So for employee table, we're going to get the first name, last name, date of birth. The job code is going to be connected to it, and then the employee code as well. So we're going to have these 5, Control C and Control V. Okay, so now what we need to do, we just need to save each of them into a separate CSV file. So for faster saving, because CSV file have saving issues, so find your best way or most convenient way. So I'm going to copy paste these files, jobs, into 3 extra files. So I'm going to call one as employee, another as employer, and the third one is going to be the type. All I need to do is just to copy paste these details to don't worry about these colors, it's going to disappear. Don't worry about these colors, going to disappear as is a CSV file. CSV files do not store any formattings. Okay, so we're done saving all these files. Now it's the time to, this is Ellmau. Ellmau, you do not need to save it. That's the main original file, so just leave it as it is. Jobs, yes. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to open a database, and inside this database name it as the task10AF, and we're going to import our file. So we already normalize it into 3 normalized form. Now we need to import it over here. So you may locate these 4 CSV files and import one by one. So let's start with type. So it's supposed to be short format or short text, and this is supposed to be the primary key, and finish. Let's go and import the another one. Okay, let me have a look why this is having an issue. CB and CBR. Okay, I'm just going to remove it for a while and let's check it. I think it's just a minor issue, and I think it's here CBR we put it. Okay, the issue is that this is supposed to be CBH. I'm supposed to put it linked to the hotel, so I made a mistake with that. Save it. And this shouldn't be an issue. Okay, let's import the last file. In the last file we do not have a primary key, so we are going just to let access the primary key, and just make sure your date of birth is in DMY format, because in the access it's in this format. Okay, so we got all the database relationship is going to be ready to be done. So we added the 4 tables, and let's connect these 4 tables. So we have the job code going to be connected to job code, add the referential integrity, employee code that's going to go to the employer over here, referential integrity, and then the employee code that's going to be to the employee type over here. For this one we I think put the wrong one, so employee type instead of that, we just need to put the employee type code, not the employee type. For that, it's just a simple thing. We can just we have to put the right field, but for now we can just remove everything and keep only the first letter. And this actually supposed to be, let me just change the name, it's supposed to be the employee type code. So let's just save it. This is supposed to be changed also in the CSV file. Since the time I copied, I'm supposed to copy this employee type code, which is this field. I copied by mistake this field, so you may fix that by just deleting these letters. So let's save it. And let's drag it back again. And you may enforce the referential integrity. So that's the final part of the third normalized form. If you have any questions, any points, you may put it in the comment section.